Hi, I'm Kamala Combs. I've been teaching for 30 years. This is my second year at Maupin Elementary. I've taught in several schools, including Florida as well as Kentucky. When I was really young, there was 5 of us in my family, and I was the youngest daughter. It just seemed like I was always the one that didn't fit in with the older kids. So I always played with the younger students or the kids in the family or what have you. And so as I grew up, I got involved in church and taught Sunday school for several years. And I don't know, I just always had a love for kids. And it seemed like no matter where I was, kids were kind of drawn to me. So when I graduated from high school, I had no plans on going to college. And I'd gotten married right out of high school. My father-in-law said, "Why don't you try college for 1 semester? If you don't like it, you don't have to go back." So I started, and I really liked it. And my husband was going into education, and what a better way than to have the summers off with my husband and raise my own family. All right, in my classroom, we start in the morning with what we call a morning message here at Maupin. Everybody in the school has one. I have mine projected on my board, and I try to keep it very positive so that the kids know that they're welcome in my classroom. It's kind of written in a letter format. We do a path student of the day where a child is chosen by drawing sticks out of a hat or what have you. And they get to be the path. They lead the class down the hallways during the day. Any special things, they get to be the leader. We give them compliments. I start off giving them a compliment, and then 3 students are chosen, and they have to compliment themselves. They read the morning message, which they think is really cool because it's what we're doing in the day, and they look forward to that. Throughout the day, we try to, I have an IA in here with me as well, so we try to meet with as many kids one-on-one as we possibly can, sit down and read with them, choose books on their levels so that they can succeed and grow as a reader. We do a lot of hands-on if possible, as much as possible. We've also started this year, we got laptops, so my students get a laptop to use as well, which is really good for them. Most of my students don't have one at home, so it is here at school that they get to use those as well. All of my students, we are a Title I school, so all of my students are free and reduced lunch. Most of my students have endured a lot of trauma in their lives. I recently had one of my students that were shot. He's back with us now. He's doing fine. All of my students come in here with a lot of extra baggage, a lot of things that you and I never endured. I know that I didn't. And so we have a lot of things set in place for those students. Again, it goes back to PATH. We talk about empathy and what it means to care for others and our community as well. A lot of the students at the end of the day go home and they don't have things to eat. So they'll come and say, "Mrs. Combs, is there any way that we can get something to take home?" And of course, our Family Resource Center is very good with that.